have interpreted it and I've said the story is the story and it means this. That's what you're doing here. You're doing just like what your preacher does, but you're doing it with the literature. You're not preaching a sermon and you're not making a connection to the Christian story though, okay? Because remember, Blake's not that kind of Christian. I'm not sure he is a Christian. He's a dualist. He believes that there is a powerful force of good and a powerful force of evil. And so he's just kind of strange. So don't interpret it all in Christian terms. No. I'm not saying he's telling Christians to live this way. Not at all. I'm just saying you're using the same method that your preacher might use when he reads the Bible and then he interprets this to me. Figure out what the author is saying, and you're going to say, the author is saying this to us in the work, and you find it in the work that way. Okay, so we don't want to use my outlook on the issue and the Bible's outlook on the issue. We don't want to do that. We just want to do exegesis of the work. We just want to interpret the work, explain one angle of it. Okay. Blake's tiger and lamb are different in many ways, such as the mood, the tone, and the level of comprehension and kind of poem. The structure of the sentence is good, in that we've got in this way, that way, and the other way. But don't worry about things like mood and tone are too close together. Of course they're going to be different. I'm not sure what level of comprehension means. But here's what you could do. The lamb is from Songs of Innocence. The tiger is from Songs of Experience. They're companion poems, okay? So you could talk about how they both convey truth about the same God, we could say, right? You could say they both convey truth about God. Maybe. I don't know. I'm making this up. And then you could say that one poem conveys the truth that we need to rest in. We need to have this idea that he's gentle and meek and mild. And then we also have to have the truth that he can make big scary tigers or something like that. So, no, but you have to leave we out. So Blake has to have two visions or two states, one of innocence and one of experience, to convey the wholeness of reality. The God who is scary and the God who is kind or whatever, and come up with maybe three parallels there. Scary and comforting, powerful, gentle, and quiet and loud. I don't know, I'm making stuff up here. So do you see what I'm saying? That gives you your three points. You want your three supporting points, but it's all got to come out of the poem. It's all about the poem, it's all got to come out of the poem. I don't know how to use this. Okay. How about... Okay. The Rape of the Lock compares to an epic through spiritual machinery, the use of war, and the invocation of the muse. That's pretty good, but it needs to be better, okay? That's pretty good. That's really close to what I'm looking for. The Rape of the Lock compares to an epic poem through spiritual machinery, the use of war, and the invocation of the muse. It's all about the Rape of the Lock. It's all literary, but the problem is I still need the so what thing. Why is he writing a mock epic? Why is it a mock epic? Why is he using this? So you still also want to come up with the so what answer. Okay, the thesis on the guidelines for the research paper, and this is online, it's your opinion, don't say in my opinion or I think, state the thesis with its three supporting areas. Okay, here's one that you could use for The Rape of the Lock. Though Alexander Pope's The Rape of the Lock is a lighthearted story, it provides a serious critique of the society of its time, as seen in the references to colonialism, the plight of wrongly accused criminals, innocent men hang that men may dine, or something like that. They pass the sentence. It's almost like the night the lights went out in Georgia. It's like supper's almost ready, so let's just hang the guy. And then the oblivion of upper classes to the suffering caused by their consumption of luxuries, something like that. She's just totally oblivious that she has all this stuff that's the result of the people who are suffering in the colonies. So do you see what I've got here on this? You can still see this, yes. That we've got three things. First of all, I've got, yeah, it's lighthearted, but it's a serious critique, okay? There are three things that I did there. There's the references to colonialism is point one. I'll have a couple of paragraphs on that. The plight of wrongly accused criminals, that's the second thing. And then the oblivion of the upper classes. So he's critiquing society for these things. The thesis could come, and kind of should come at the end of the introductory paragraph, then follow with the three or more points in order, but you may have more than one paragraph on each point. And the examples, the other examples are from Editha, which is an American short story. So does that help some? Okay, that's the thesis statement. You need, the rest of the guidelines are about your research paper's got to be 1,500 words, that's 5 to 7 pages long, and you must quote from at least 4 secondary sources. Okay? So you've got guidelines to the rest of the paper. There. Do you have questions? Yes.
I know that you wanted the secondary sources from online.
Yes.
But can one of my sources be an interview?
An interview.
Because I was going to do like, because about mine, I was going to compare Candide the book to Candide the opera and find like similar themes, and I was going to interview someone who was in the opera, who's done